Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I'd really appreciate it, and I promise you that I'll update daily. If you like this watch, you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com, where you can buy, trade, and sell luxury watches. And today we are discussing the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Day-Date masterpiece. This is an extraordinary piece, the 18956BR, that debuted in 2000, was scarcely made, only to order, and at a price of over $250,000 US in 2008 when this example with an M serial number was manufactured. One of the features of a seasoned watch collector as you come of age as an enthusiast is the distinct ability to respect that which you don't personally adore. This is not a watch that I would wear under any normal circumstances, but I respect it because I know when I'm in the presence of greatness. This is one of the few truly handmade Rolex watches of the modern era. It is absolutely everything that you would imagine an artisanal métier d'art level Rolex would be. It's a timepiece with upwards of 115 gems, all of them optically scanned for perfect clarity and optical symmetry at Rolex, and at 39 millimeters, this Day-Date masterpiece is unlike anything I have ever experienced, including the Tsavorite Diamond Sapphire Yachtmasters that I have experienced. This is a timepiece with enough ice to sink the Titanic, but it wears easily on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist. The size is actually fairly versatile. It's 39 millimeters from 9 to 3, and it's reasonably slim in spite of the appurtenances about the bezel. 12.1 millimeters thick, lug-to-lug still compact at 45.4. It's when you measure the end links of the bracelet that you really get a sense of the size of this watch, and you realize that it looks like a tonneau, and it largely wears like a tonneau because of those end links, which extend the watch to an impressive 53.8 millimeters across the wrist. That's right, it's a 39 millimeter watch that wears almost 54 across the wrist. The better to put that hardware on display. And how hard? Well, diamond is pretty much it on the Mohs scale, and you will find plenty of it, not just on the dial, and not just on the bezel, but in baguette form, paved across the center links of this Rolex Pearlmaster bracelet. The Pearlmaster is sort of an exotic in the Rolex catalog. From a distance, it looks a bit like the Oyster. As you get closer, you realize it's something of a hybrid between several different Rolex designs, designed not so much to give you small links longitudinally the way you have on a Jubilee or on a President, but in fact, you get them horizontally. These small links are arrayed end to end, almost like a yellow brick road. In this case, a white brick road of solid platinum. And you'll note that because the profile is so slim, there's no obvious means of sizing this bracelet until you look on the underside and you realize that it has its own unique sizing system that is specific to this bracelet and found on no conventional Rolex family of bracelets. You'll also note that the links themselves are semi-curved, so as you bend the bracelet around the wrist, it appears organic, almost as if preformed, and there's a tumble home and a roll to the side off the tops of these links that gives them a rounded sensuality you won't find on other Rolex bracelets. And of course, there are broad gaps to avoid pinching skin, pulling hair, or trapping heat. Now, the case of this watch, we may as well get close, give ourselves some more light, get this one all in focus. This is a special watch. Now, the dial is formally described as ice blue by Rolex. Everything else is simply frosty. Platinum case, platinum bracelet, physically massive, eyes closed, you know this is something special. Just as Muhammad Ali was not another boxer, Steve Jobs was not another tech executive, and when you see LeBron James play, you realize even if you're not a basketball fan, this is what greatness looks like. This is what greatness looks like in high horology. It may not be your taste, but it is flawlessly executed, and the simple act of matching the gems to create these chains of paved bezel, bracelet, and yes, even the dial gems are perfectly matched to be both flawless and optically identical. You'll note that the setting in the bezel is distinctive of Rolex, as the channeling is invisible. You can't see the setting, you can't see the clasps, they're just there. There's no visible means of support other than the inside of the bezel and the outside of the bezel. You get the full pleasure of the gems for which you've paid when you loop this watch. The dial is remarkably reactive. It's a sunburst blue. It's that baby blue that Rolex describes as ice and in a previous generation described as glacier. You have 2 baguettes, and then the remainder, the other 8, are actually a brilliant cut. All of them are framed with white gold indices that hold them as clasps. The dial has a wonderful reactivity in sunburst, and then outboard there's a stylized railroad track with Roman numerals outboard of each hour station. Inside is a COSC certified Rolex proprietary caliber 3155. It is a double quick set. It does feature hacking or stop seconds. It's a chronometer adjusted in multiple positions and made more resilient against positional time deviation by virtue of its overcoil hairspring. It has a full balance bridge and a free-sprung index with Rolex's own microstella adjustment nuts for regulation. Free-sprung with a full balance bridge means it's also a tough movement. 31 joules bidirectional winding. It has a 48-hour power reserve, and although this is a remarkably ornate masterpiece class watch, it is still 100 meters water resistant, and you can see the exquisite twin lock single dot of a platinum twin lock crown. Rolex crowns always featuring a unique signature that reveals the metal as well as the status as twin lock or trip lock. Solid caseback, not much to see, but then again, when the caseback is made of platinum, you really don't hold that against the watch. If you want something that no one else has, a Rolex that you will never see again, if you want Rolex build quality and cachet with the knowledge that you have virtually a unique watch, that's a difficult combination. You either have a Rolex and you have the watch everyone has, or you have a unique watch that doesn't have the physical integrity and engineering of a Rolex. This watch gives you both. See this masterpiece and make it yours on the Watchbox.